Hello, em tên là Đồng Thanh Diệu, Văn Trần Bảo Nguyên. Hôm nay I would like to present the discussion about how to lead a circle game. I want to share a few strategies for you guys on how to lead a circle game that is good and transition smoothly during the game and the end of the game to make everyone happy and exciting. So the topics that we'll be discussing today will include plan ahead, how to give good instructions of the game, how to play the game smoothly, how to keep the people in the circle excited and fun, and of course, lastly, plan for mishaps. So first of all, plan ahead. So as you all know, we are all human beings. We don't remember everything. So it's good to usually have a list of games that you establish throughout the years in a piece of paper, or sometimes put somewhere in a nice little pocketbook, and you can put in your pocket. And that way, when you're in a circle and there are multiple hundrung that are playing the games, they can play one or two games, and then you would be able to find and look at the pocketbook or the paper and find out what other games that you can present or play with without having to coincide or doing the same thing with the other hundrung. So that when they call your name to come into the circle game, you're not being caught off guard. And so that's the first thing you would do. And then secondly, I would recommend that to talk to someone in the group, like your team members or other hundrung, ahead of time, discussing with them that you're going to be possibly playing this game and this game, and that you would like to get their help if when being called for help. And that way they can come in and assist you with, for example, monitoring the circle. Another one would be getting a little bit more excited, getting song and singing, and another one would be to help monitor each group of the activities of the game. All right, and then the next one is how to give good instructions of the games. You want to be, first of all, you need to be loud and clear. When you be loud and clear, everyone can hear you. Now remember that in a circle games, there are multiple group of people. And it could be 5 people, could be 10 people, and it could be 30 people or 100 people. So it depends on how many depends on the group. Now if it's only 5, you're not gonna yell and scream because that's too loud. But if it's 100 people, you wanna project your voice. You wanna be loud and clear so that everyone can hear you, and that, because if they don't hear the instruction well enough, they can't play the game. And then of course, besides that, you have to determine your crowd level. So for example, if your crowd is unvo, which is just a younger level age, they're not going to be good at playing high level games like counting up to 100, or counting mix and match of 1, 2, 3 in different languages like Vietnamese and Spanish or English. But if the group become, let's say in Thiếu, they've got a little bit more level, they know a little bit more, but they might not be too good with Vietnamese, right? So then you want to probably do more English games or activities, or kind of and tell us to them, to their level. And then of course, hundrung or phụ huynh, that's different. Of course, when hundrung like us, we will pertain to games that are a little bit more Vietnamese, like singing, a little more activity, fun, a little bit more difficult. So that depends on your level and depend on the loudness or the projectile of your voice to the certain level of age. And then next would be the you have to be also concise and clear in terms of giving your instructions. So for example, when you give an instruction of a game, you want to say, you want to start with the objective of the game and end with how to punish the game, or how they will lose and what would happen if they lose. So for example, like this, today let's play the gunshot game, bắn súng, right? So mình sẽ đầu tiên, we're gonna hold our guns up and we're gonna play bắn súng. And so there's 2 people and the middle person, that's 3. And my súng, I'm gonna point it to you in the middle. If I point to you, you're gonna be the one sitting down, and the other 2 will be shooting at each other. And so for example, pointing to you, and then the other two will point at each other. Whoever loses or misses the shot or slower in shooting will get punished by sitting down and wait for the next punishment. And the punishment at the end of the game would be that whoever the loser gonna come in here and become the frog and do the jumping the frog with the song, Gong Gao. So that's, for example, that would be something like that. How to play the game smoothly. When you play the game smoothly, you just everything just goes smooth, and you're gonna try your best to be as loud, as clear, and explain as much as possible. And again, don't afraid to ask for help. Don't afraid to ask your team members to come in there. Like for example, when you play that gun game, you need someone to be right there by your side. And so one person might be over here in this group, the other person might be over in this group if it's a group, if the circle is big. So that would allow the game to run smoothly. Now also, if the games become long and strenuous, you want to stop the game and change to a new game. You don't want to play a game for too long because it becomes boring and becomes a little bit mundane. So you want to try a little bit of the game that is short, simple, but fun. All right. And how to keep the people circle excited and fun. Already, excitement. When you play a game, you show excitement, then they will get excited. But if you show games that you are just, your level of energy is low, you're not going to get the excitement from the circle. It's just that energy that you transfer to each other. Excuse me. So for example, let's say this. So one of the games that's really exciting and fun that most people, and short and simple, that most people understand would be, okay, bây giờ mình chia làm hai đội nhé. Một bên này gọi là đùng, một bên này là sèn. Thì khi mà chị dùng cái còi chị thổi thì chị chỉ người bên nào thì bên đó đánh cái tiếng của mình thôi. Ví dụ nha, đùng, sèn. Vậy thì mình làm, khi mà when you want to project the excitement, you do a little faster, right? So you move the different way, you can pretend to move back or whatever. So just the way your energy level, you put your energy level out, then you'll get more excitement. If you low energy, you get less excitement. All right, finally prepare to deal with mishaps. These could be anything from people who get bored, and kids, especially on Vũ, they get bored, so they talk more, they get really noisy, they start to talk with each other, they start to run around, they don't get as drawn into you. It means that one, you're failing to get this crowd excited, or two, your games is not exciting enough, that it doesn't that doesn't give them the excitement anymore, that it doesn't really drawn them into it. Maybe you need to change the game, maybe you need to shorten the game, or maybe you need to find a game that is actually works for them, because many Huân Trưởng doesn't know it's on Vũ. They don't really do good in like singing songs in Vietnamese. So when you start to teach songs in Vietnamese, yes, it's great. The kids, the Oan Vũ learns new song. However, to them it might be a little boring. So you want to kind of teach the song, but also change it up into making it a little bit more fun with dances maybe, or with movements. You know, like instead of just stick to the, you know, yêu mến mẹ cha ở trên đầu, and maybe change the song, do a little bit to head, shoulder, knees, and toes, where their ages are more appropriate. Or like for example, in Thiếu, they like to dance. So then that would be some things like that. All right. So again, if you need help, when that mishap happened, ask for help. Don't hesitate to ask for help. There are many Huân Trưởng in that circle that will jump in and help you right away to keep the circle going. That's it for me. Thank you for having me.